The Little Blue Chauffeur. Let me see. In the last story, we left Little Puss Jr. and the pretty maid in the bakerman's wagon on board the ferry boat. Well, as soon as they reached Candy Town, the pretty maid went to her dressmaking store, and after she had thanked Puss Jr. for his kindness in bringing her safely to town, she gave him a hug, and then they parted. She to make dresses and bonnets, you know, and Puss to seek his fortune. And just then, he heard a little bird in a cage singing, "Little blue chauffeur, come blow your horn. The streets are so crowded from early dawn. Where's the policeman upon his beat? There he is watching you on the street. Go slowly, or surely the cop. My little blue chauffeur, your auto will stop." Puss Jr. looked around, and there sat a little boy in his toy automobile, and the little bird in the cage whistled, just like a police whistle, loud and shrill, and then swung back and forth on her swing as merrily as could be. "She's my bird!" cried the little boy, looking at Puss Jr. with admiration, and especially at his red-topped boots. "Would you like to ride in my automobile?" Of course Puss did, and pretty soon he was riding up and down as nice as you please. After a little while, Puss Jr. got out and thanked the little boy, and then he went on his way, for he was a restless cat, as you have learned, and he couldn't stay very long in one place. He was a traveler, and fond of new faces and new places. Well, by and by it grew dark, and he had to look about him for a place to sleep, for there were no houses in sight, nothing but a long, dreary road in front of him, and woods and fields on either side. "Hey ho, this isn't very nice," he cried, as he entered the woods. "I guess I'll climb up into this tree. It'll be safer up there than down on the ground." So he took off his boots and held them in his teeth and climbed up the tree. But just as he reached the first limb, an old owl poked his head out of a hole and said, "Who is that?" "Puss in Boots Jr." And then Puss drew his sword, for he didn't know whether the old owl meant to harm him or not. "Put up your sword," said the old bird. "I'll not harm you, for I know your father, the famous Puss in Boots, who is seneschal to my lord of Carabas. Many a night have I hooted about the castle and helped your daddy catch mice, for there were lots of those pesky little animals in the old castle. Come inside my house and sleep for the night." And Puss accepted the old owl's kind invitation, and in the next story, you shall hear what he did when he woke up.